Welcome back to another episode of the Caffeinated Weebs Podcast.
Chat, what did you do?
Podcast.
Little scuff, don't mind me. It's fine. If you are on Twitch, you saw the OBS. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Anyways, we are here today to talk about Japanese arcade rooms and pachinko rooms.
Clever. Oh, that's
What?
for all of you poor bastards out there that were waiting for Silent Hill.
Just go ahead and use them ball bearings and, get some money or try to.
Good. Those things are pretty heavy too. You could whip a bitch at somebody.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
you're gonna win anything out of a pachinko
So-
machine.
What's up?
a lot of times,
Like you're gonna win out of a pachinko machine. Come on.
Literally nothing. That's the whole idea behind it.
Exactly.
some people actually make bank on it. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well,
Yeah.
No,
some
no,
people
the
also
reason-
win the lottery.
No, the
True.
reason
For you.
It is because technically the only reason that pachinko is allowed in Japan is because you're not technically gambling, because you're getting these balls and then you're exchanging it for prizes. It's the same way our arcades work.
No.
here.
So how they do it? Some of them do that, but then some of them you get a little voucher after you go turn in the balls you get, and you go to another building like
Yeah, completely
around the
different
corner and exchange that waiver for cash.
Quote.
Beef bowl vouchers. Let's
The
go.
pachinko industry is worth like over 200 billion in Japan, so that's the whole reason why
Alright, guys, I thought of the perfect
I thought
plan.
it was for
okay?
goods.
Perfect plan.
No.
Okay, first night of the
Well,
Japan
it's
trip.
for goods as well.
We hit up a pachinko machine. We get all the beef bowl vouchers. We eating good tonight, boys.
That's the funny thing. I'm not sure. When I was looking it up, I didn't find a for sure answer, but I don't think people who are foreigners are able to participate in the pachinko parlors.
Say
Whack.
That's
I'm not
whack,
sure,
bro.
but from what I was reading in some places, it might be.
When did they have international laws on pachinko? We don't have international laws on casinos, do we?
No.
Technically, yes.
Wait, we do? What? The fuck?
Yes.
Oh wait, no, yeah, casinos do have different jurisdictions internationally. It's actually
Whack.
one of the reasons why cruise liner casinos have to operate whenever they get into like international waters or something.
I learned something new today.
I think there's a
That's
few
crazy.
places where it's just like not really worried about, like I want to say Monaco.
But I mean,
but I
we
might be wrong.
specifically in like Canada and the States, like we let foreigners come and have fun, right? Like, we don't have a problem with it.
As
Yeah,
far
no,
as
I
I'm
mean,
aware,
it-
no.
And if you go to one of the Native American reservations, they've got it there, like entire.
Oh, yeah.
countries.
That's
And-
whack. We can only go to Vegas and get their food vouchers. No, I want beef bowls, man.
Bro, go to Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, that place is fucking nuts.
Yeah, man.
But so yeah,
I mean, casino buffets are alright. I'm just saying,
getting
ramen
into the,
vouchers, bro.
actual pachinko and shit too.
we'd eat forever.
These pachinko machines have ruined a lot of gaming, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You want to know the most fucked part about this?
Lay it on me.
The most HD version of Metal Gear Solid 3 that we have access to in the world right now is a fucking pachinko machine.
How did that work?
Excuse me, what?
Yes, it's a pachinko machine with all of the like cutscenes and shit from Metal Gear Solid 3, but all like max HD.
Who's standing around watching 10-hour cutscenes on a pachinko machine? That's the real
People
question.
who have a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, and a lot of free time, considering Metal Gear Solid cutscenes are 10 hours.
I mean, they're pretty long, but yeah, no. There's actually, like, I've seen footage of it. The visuals are fucking crisp.
They're absolutely gorgeous. However, pachinko machine.
Yeah,
But pachinko.
it's stuck in a fucking pachinko machine, which is, I think, the most egregious thing.
Well, how does that
Like-
even work? It's like you load up a fresh save, and then you have to like keep playing pachinko to keep watching more cutscenes. What if a guy drops out in the middle, and then like someone has to take his place, and they're like, "Well, I want to start back at the beginning, but now we got to start from the cutscenes in the middle of the game."
I don't know, man. I don't know how it works exactly, but
That's
that is
a
indeed.
complete mystery right there.
They did it to Metal Gear Solid 3 and also Silent Hill. Would you like to see the fucking ad for the Silent Hill pachinko machine?
Yes, please.
That'd be great. While you're pulling that up, actually, Sean, it's not too uncommon since a lot of video game companies started out as other companies for other sectors in business and entertainment. You know, Pokemon and like Game Freak and all that, they all started out as like toy companies. Same as Nintendo. Konami, I'm not quite sure what Konami was doing. But for the most part, pretty much once they realized they could, increase their business in certain places, in Konami's case, pachinko machines, by adding on their famous IPs. That's basically just what they've been doing. As soon as they want to kill a franchise, and it's a common joke in the video game industry, it's basically you just turn into a pachinko machine, because that's Konami basically saying, we're done with this franchise. This is the most effort we're going to put into it. We're done with it.
And wild, honestly.
It's what happened with Silent Hill. It's what happened with Metal Gear. Any other names, Sasha? You name off the top of your head?
I think the last
Contra,
Metal Gear
maybe?
I know is oh dude, is there a Contra Pachinko?
I bet I'm gonna look this up right now. I'm willing to bet there is.
But the last Metal Gear I remember was like that, either that Survival 1 or 5, I think. I don't know which one came out last. So, but you're telling me that they just said, fuck it.
Pachislot. What is a Pachislot?
Right, here it is.
Arcade game.
Here we go.
Oh, Patchy Slot. Well,
Watch
it's not
until-
a pachinko machine, but it's a slot machine. So
Watch until about 1:40. I've time marked the video, of course. I'll go ahead and send it in the chat.
So
Here.
no pachinko machine, but they do have a slot machine. So either way, oh my god, eyeball, dude.
But now it does this.
And then rock music.
Yeah. Oh no, it gets
Bro,
worse.
what the fuck is this?
Oh no, wait. It gets way worse.
Slot machine.
also a slot
Chance.
300 G.
Oh, but it's even worse.
Close it. A recon, yeah. Look at the slots turn.
Rank up.
Rank up. 500G. Rank up. 100G. Rank up. 200G.
Hit the lever.
Yo, so many G's in here. You'd think we're flying a fighter jet, yo.
See, that's the shit that they have done. Like,
Yeah, this is a nightmare, alright. This is the timeline I didn't want to be in.
Evil Eye. What the
That's what I called myself when I was 12.
yeah, this is the kind of shit that they're doing with pachinko machines now.
Final
Or
blade.
patchy slot, I suppose.
A 3.0 version.
It's painful because
Because
It is not alright, lady. Alright, okay, that's garbage.
alright. She
That's
won't leave
hard.
you
That is
alone.
hot garbage.
what's going on?
And that's at the end of the trailer, she's like, "Don't worry, I won't leave you alone." It's like, yeah, you won't leave my wallet
It's
alone either.
alright.
Leave me alone,
Oh,
lady.
yeah.
Dude, that's
No.
fucking that's horrendous.
Well, yeah,
It's
it's
so
basically
raw.
the official Konami death. Is they'll take a series, put it in a slot machine, a pachinko machine, some kind of gambling machine.
They'll
that's
ship it off to Bandai Namco and then have it made.
Oh,
And then that's the end of the franchise. Understood.
pretty much.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, actually, kinda. Right after that MGS3 fucking patchy slot came out. I mean, the only other game to come out
it's
from Metal Gear
almost
Solid
like
since
Konami
then.
doesn't have any actual like passionate developers, and the minute any of them actually are there and they leave, well, no one to pick up the slack, right? So,
Yeah.
what's the best thing you can do with a video game franchise? Put in something actually popular.
Pachinko.
I'll honestly probably make more money from that than they would from like middling game sales on something.
I'm just glad
Yeah.
like
And I
no
mean,
other
it's
developers done the same thing, I suppose.
Well, they would have to have a large share in the Japanese market.
I mean, other Japanese. Well, what I mean is Konami's the only one that ever uses like. There's a reason why it's joked as the fact that this is Konami's method, right? It's because they're the only ones who do this. Where even if other developers put like their IP on pachinko machines and stuff, that doesn't mean it's like a death of a franchise or something. It's just their way of getting additional revenue streams.
Right. But with
Konami's
this,
the only one that seems to think, oh, this is like putting it out to pasture.
kind of is too.
taking it outside
I'm
like
kinda glad
ODL.
Konami's the only one.
But there are some other things that we are planning on talking about tonight as well, such as their regular arcades, which are, I gotta say, way fucking cooler than American arcades.
Oh, without a doubt.
Don't we have on rail shooters and stuff like that here?
Oh yeah, on rail shooters and shit. But I'm talking about like they've got some ridiculous bullshit where you're playing a taiko drum, and dude, like some of those songs are fucking ridiculous. You see some of those people playing like nuts.
Yeah, the Taiko Drum one is pretty popular. They made it into a Switch game.
Mm-hmm. You can play it on
Really?
Switch. Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but
Well, you just press buttons instead of hitting a Taiko Drum. Although
they do have an
get, like,
adapter
PS4 editions.
for
if you get like the PS4 editions or whatever, they come with like Taiko Drum controllers.
Yep.
Those are pretty cool.
But what else? I mean,
they have the
also
head-to-head Street Fighters and all that.
Yeah, and they also have like
Yeah,
straight up exclusive games that we just don't have access to. Like there was this Halo game that had a single like light shooter, I guess like light rail shooter, that only dropped there. I know they also had a Metal Gear Solid online game that they dropped.
Isn't Halo an American property?
Do you think that's topped Microsoft?
Fair.
I guess not. They were just like, damn, let's give those funny Japanese folk over there an arcade.
An arcade.
Have they ever, like, has Country Borders ever stopped them from trying to peddle their shit?
I just think it's a very, very odd choice. They were just like, you know what'll really get our game out? Let's just put an arcade machine out there.
Oh, but one that definitely dropped over in Japan was fucking Half-Life 2 Survivor.
The hell's that?
Another light rail shooter.
Okay, I gotta ask. When you say light rail shooter, what are you talking about?
Like the ones where just like you have the light gun and
the stage moves and it's like get ready, shoot.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It's like Time Crisis and shit.
Yeah, like Time Crisis, House of the Dead.
Yeah.
I've just never heard of all these IPs putting out like arcade cabinets.
No,
because they didn't. They only did in Japan.
But yeah, it seems like Japan had some like top tier access card that was like, hey, it's time for you to put out a new arcade cabinet, and it's just like Half-Life.
Well, not even
Halo.
Just that.
I never expected that.
Well, to be fair, if you think about it, there are very few markets or very few like countries in the world that have a bigger share of market of like arcade games than the Japanese.
Well, what I mean by that is that it seems very odd for Japan to be the only ones getting their hands on it, especially when these are American IPs that we're talking about. Valve, Microsoft.
Right.
Not just Microsoft, but Bungie too, though.
Think about it though. Like if you see a Half-Life 2, like, or if some normie goes into an arcade and sees Half-Life 2 Survivor, do you really think they're gonna, like, in an American arcade? They're
Yeah,
really
why
not
not?
going to
That sounds
jump it.
awesome. That kind of name, Half-Life 2 Survivor,
But
freaking Halo, whatever it was
like,
called.
Okay, but
do
the
you
thing
really
is, like,
think?
Halo's actually like a well-known name here.
Yeah, and
So
I
I
think
mean,
we eventually did get a Halo gun shooter. Like, in fact, I know we got at least one. Uh,
I don't know, man. It just seems like their priority is a bit out of whack considering where their main demographic for the market is.
well, right, but again, compared to shipping out some almost for sure money machines to Japan, as opposed to shipping out a couple to some random arcades throughout the U.S. that are probably hardly going to get used.
But where's the guarantee that people want to play those machines, considering, the contents of the game were very much American focused?
Well, there's not, but the thing is that they just have a larger population of arcade goers than America does in general.
That seems like it seemed
yeah,
It's
that's
kind
a
of
about
it's a
fair.
more of a dying thing in America.
Well, because I mean,
yeah.
the the main arcade we have here is like Dave and Buster's and shit, and that has its own little entry fee basically to get in.
Yeah.
And
And
to play a game, it's way more expensive here than to just go over there, drop some quarters basically, and you're in.
I mean, that was
Um,
the case for arcades pretty much until up to like what 2005.
Something like that, yeah. Because I
yeah,
mean,
and
there
I
were
mean,
arcades when I was younger, but then they just dropped dead basically.
America has a very bad problem with just not having the attention span for that anymore. Like,
Yeah.
to be fair, like back in the '80s, yeah, our like America's uh like I guess it would be population to arcade players was a lot higher, but now with the advent of modern gaming and things like that, the problem is American companies that make machines don't innovate. There's nothing new. There's nothing interesting. It's all
Oh.
just rail shooters, uh,
Well, you can't
skee
blame them for
ball,
it.
that stupid fucking thing that pushes tokens off in droves. Like that's pretty much all you ever see in American arcades.
You can't
But in
blame them for it.
Japan,
I mean, that kind of
A
stuff
coin
boils down to
dozer.
market research, and according to them, the trends were, at-home console gaming was going to be the big thing. Why waste money in an industry when people aren't going to want to come out? People aren't going to want to have to shill out money every time for an experience that they can't guarantee, as opposed to getting a console at home that they can play over and over again that they can guarantee a result out of.
right? No, and that's just kind of the way that America is. But in Japan, there's a lot more casual arcade goers that aren't really bothered by that. They just want some new, fresh, cool kind of experience, which I could definitely jive with. I like if there were actual cool, wacky arcade games in the arcade, I'd probably actually go. But
Mm-hmm.
as it stands, all it is skee ball, fucking shooting hoops, and a couple of racing games, and maybe a fighting cabinet if you're lucky.
Well, I mean, in an alternate timeline, if for whatever reason the American market thought that console and at-home gaming wasn't going to be a thing and they should invent arcades, I argue we could have had some way cooler stuff, but we just never got around to it because we instead decided to further develop our PCs and our consoles.
Because I mean, even back then, the Japanese were still ahead of America in the idea that they just had so much more innovation. I mean, all of the NES crazy bullshit, the Power Scope, the Power Glove, all that shit.
Yep.
They've always been kind of ahead of America's trend with innovation, and I think that just follows suit with arcade cabinets
I
as
suppose it's
well.
a pretty good sign from their technological economic boom that they had so much money to spend on experimental tech.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that as well. And they had huge, if I remember correctly, Japanese game businesses had a huge incentive from the government.
I think it's also telling of one of the key factors is how much free time people in Japan have, because it's like console gaming pretty much boils down to like sometimes just the needs for a lot of times because of how much time investment there is in console and at-home gaming. They just don't have the time for it because students are either studying their butts off for exams and adults are working extremely horrid hours. So pretty much in terms of leisure, their go-to might just be the arcade because if they only have like an hour to kill, they can just pop in, get whatever gaming experience they can out of it, and then leave.
Yeah, I think that really is a good bit of it, as well as the fact that they seem to have a lot more. I don't think patience is the word, but it's not all about the flashing lights and the one big thing. It's all about different experience.
Sort of. Because you do have people that are there just to perfect the one arcade cabinet.
Right, sure. But I mean, there's still like that taiko drum game. There's these crazy different things. There's the fucking game where you're trying to flip the table on your family.
Oh, yeah, that one's pretty funny.
I have not seen that. I might have to look it up afterwards.
Oh, yeah. So basically, all it is like you're just kind of like lightly banging on the table because the family's not listening to you. And then eventually, like, you try to wait until you get as many things on the table as you can before you just flip the fucking thing.
Definitely should check this afterwards.
Yeah, see, they've got like really crazy fun ideas.
You had to choose one that you'd look very much forward to playing. Which one would it be?
Oof. As much as I would hate myself for it, I'd have to try at least the Pachinko or Apache slot for fucking Metal Gear. But for actual game, probably the Taiko one. That'd be pretty fun. I enjoy good rhythm games.
You, Sean, you seen any of these crazy arcade cabinets they got over there? What are you looking forward to playing?
I've seen stuff at like the conventions and stuff. Like they'll have a bunch of those like Japanese cabinets.
Ooh.
But
you know, I'm thinking Sean's kind of a rail shooter guy.
I just forgot. Never mind.
Actually, Sasha, I think you might be able to even play that down here in San Antonio.
Wait, which one?
The one you were just talking about. I don't remember the drum one.
The Taiko. Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think we have one, or like a place called Otaku Cafe that has it. It's got like an arcade side and then like anime stuff.
Oh, cool. But I changed my answer because I forgot the coolest fucking thing that they have. The motherfucking mobile suit game.
Ooh.
Wow.
Dude, yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's literally just a Gundam head that like the faceplate raises and then lowers and you're just surrounded by screens and shit.
That sounds dope as shit, not gonna lie.
Oh, it's
so
so
a lot like the other
cool.
like vehicle sim games that they usually have.
I know that they have a
with the shaking boxes.
What is
those
it?
Those are really cool. I love those as a kid. The fighter jet games where it was like you were put in the box and it would move as you moved. It was great.
Oh yeah, and I can only imagine for like a mobile suit, man. Oh, I'm such a sucker for that shit.
What is that one anime? The Deja Vu.
Oh, Initial D.
Yeah. Okay. There's a. I know there's a game cabinet for it.
Yes, there is.
Yo.
Yeah, I remember they had it at San Japan or
Watch
even maybe PAX.
I
don't know. I don't mind Eraser also. Those were fun, but I do like a lot of the shooting ones. But I don't know. I do end up also being that person that likes to go for the tickets and such with a lot of like the prize arcade places.
So you'd definitely be a Pachinko player.
Probably, yeah.
No. He just get hooked on the crane games, yo.
God.
No,
What crane
I
games-
don't like those. No, fuck
Beep,
that.
beep, beep. No, Japan's ones are, legit.
They're
not
actually not-
scams. You just
yeah.
need to really play smart, is all.
Because the problem is that they're very big and they have the big claw grab thing.
Not even the claw
UFO.
grab one. I'll actually link you to a video later of Sea Dog VA where he plays a bunch of these. He has like a whole series where he challenges people to get as much cool stuff from gacha machines. And they're not just like crane games. They have all these ones where it's like try to time things, or you try to
Oh yeah.
or you try to shake a whole bunch of stuff off. It's crazy.
Fucking stack the tower. Oh my god.
They had a Pringles tower, my guy, and if you manage to make the whole thing collapse, you just got a whole bunch of Pringles.
Okay.
And Pocky towers.
Ooh.
Ooh, Pocky, bro.
Those are legit.
That's
so
the
cool.
good shit.
Mhm.
I want to do it. Yeah, I want to do a Pocky tower.
Oh man.
As for myself, there is the Project Diva game that I got. That they ported to consoles because everybody was demanding it, but it was originally an arcade cabinet exclusive. I want to try the arcade cabinet just to get that authentic experience of like only 4 buttons in front of you, and you gotta like hold down certain buttons as you're pressing other buttons, and the slide bar.
It's definitely a different feel.
Yeah, nothing quite like just swiping your whole hand across the cabinet.
Hey, they have the Project Diva collection on Switch.
What do you mean the collection? Wait, what? They released another game?
There's
that I wasn't-
apparently like 3 games for Project Diva, and it's Project Diva Collection by
Go
Sega.
fucking Psychopog.
Wait a minute. No.
Unless
you can't be
I'm
spending
looking
more
at the
money.
wrong game.
Well, because there's
It's
one
Hatsune
Switch
Miku, right?
game. So there's one Switch game right now. It was originally Project Diva. How do I not remember this name? All I know is there's this one Switch game for that, and by the sound of collection, I'm either thinking that they re-released the original ones for the PS3, in which case, shit, I think I might want to get that just because I
Here,
have.
I
the
just
PS3,
dropped
but
it.
I don't
Tell me
have
if that's
set up.
right. Is that not it? Oh shit, no, your internet's down. Fuck.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Fuck. Okay.
Goodbye.
Well.
It was good, man.
I just checked the time and I was like, oh, well, shit.
And there it goes.
Here it comes.
Well, I can pull up my Switch real quick, actually. Give me a second.
But yeah, I mean, overall, Japan has way fucking cooler arcades than America does.
Oh, definitely.
And I am fucking jealous.
My leg. Oh, yeah, it's Megamix. Megamix was the latest one that came out, to my knowledge.
And to be fair, I don't think, like, it's not even, like, you have to go to fucking, what is it, Akihabara. You can actually find it in other cities.
Yeah, so there's actually a city that is like looks like it's straight up from the Endo period, and they have a whole ass like pachinko parlor, but it's not the same type as like you get money from playing. It's just all about the prizes.
Right. The core Pachinko.
Yeah, it's called Ibis Cafe and Pachinko, something. I think that's what it was.
Is that you guys just really want some
Sounds pretty
steel
cool.
balls.
Hell
Maybe.
yeah. Well, no, honestly, I just want to go to a straight up arcade. I don't much care about the Pachinko. Well, the only reason I would is if it was that Metal Gear.
Doesn't care about the balls. It's not about the balls, but the prizes you win along the way.
Exactly. Let me show you actually a screen grab of how good this shit looks.
Bro, I just looked at all that like Project Diva stuff, and there's so much DLC for that game. Holy shit.
Yeah, they constantly update the game with additional songs you can buy and stuff like that.
Fucking Sega, dude. Holy shit.
I mean, can't blame them. It's a profitable thing. You give them a base game with like 200 songs, and you say, "Hey, you want to buy like 5 more?
You want
Cost
some
you that much?"
more?
Look at how fucking good this looks.
Oh wow, beautiful.
Internet down.
Oof.
God damn it, Sean! Don't reveal
Rough.
it. I wanted to be more. I wanted to keep the sarcasm going. My
But
God.
Sean, look at that shit, dude.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I've never played any Metal Gears, so
Oh, it looks a lot better. Well, okay. I'll give you a reference picture of what the regular, like the most.
Listen, man, if it
Up-to-date
doesn't put me in
HD.
an actual Metal Gear, I'm only there for the prizes. Project Eve. Why the hell is Just Dance on here? I guess I finally figured out a way to use the Joy-Cons for Just Dance.
oh yeah.
It's Just Dance 2022 on the in the
Hmm.
Nintendo eShop. I don't know how you'd work it on a Switch Lite, but you know.
Oh. You have to
That's gonna
buy
be a real
extra
mystery.
controllers just for that. Or can you even
I don't
connect?
even know how to.
Oh, you
it's like,
can't.
What sensors would you have for the Joy-Cons, right? So how would that work?
No, you have to connect the Joy-Cons to the Switch for it to connect. Can't is that yeah, that's how you do it, right? Yeah. Well, that
I don't know how the
sucks.
Joy-Cons work.
Well, I mean, I think we're pretty much there. I think, right?
Pretty much. Look at this shit. Oh, this hurts me.
Project Triangle, Fatal Frame, Hatsune Miku Mega Theme, Mega Mix.
So this is the most up-to-date cutscenes that we have available to us in regular game.
Wait a minute. Yo, how many song packs are there? Oh shit, what have I missed? There are 12.
And these are from the same game, both these pictures.
Those are both Metal Gear Solid 3, but that first one is from the Patchy slot.
Dude, that I'm not. Yeah, that first one looks hella crisp compared to the other.
Yeah,
I actually haven't
it
checked out
fucking
DLC
hurts.
for my game. There are 2 DLC bundles, each price 25 Canadian. How many songs
And
are
this
in
is the reason why we hate or fucking Pachinko.
Wait, there are so many songs in here. How much is this?
Like, imagine just a full-on game with looks like that.
Wait, what's in this one?
Well, but yeah. Anyways, I think we probably got it. Yeah?
Bro, this is like another 600 megabytes every pack. This is actually gonna kill my Switch.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, I'm still looking at all the Project Diva stuff.
Oh, just...
Alright, so it comes with Green Light Serenade, Promise, Stay With Me, Grumpy Waltz, Late Night, Good Night, Adolescence, and Leia.
Well,
okay, so these are all the songs that I don't have.
I guess let's go ahead and wrap it up before
There's
you
2
do
packs. That means I gotta spend 50
Yeah.
bucks just for the 2 packs.
Before you do
Yeah.
end up fucking boop boop boop.
I think that's a good idea. All right. So, if you wish to listen to the podcast on podcast format, even though you may already be doing that right now, you just need to look up Caffeinated Weebs Podcast on whatever podcast hosting platform you prefer. And if you wish to join us, you can check out the Twitch About Us section and join the Discord there, or you can also hop on Reddit at r/Caffeinated Weebs. Sasha, can you do the Twitch and Twitter?
You can find out about all of our new streams on Twitter at Weebs
yes.
Podcast. We
Yeah.
will tweet out each of our streams roughly 10 minutes before
Roughly.
before we start actually streaming. So
Roughly.
keep a lookout on that. And if you would like to find us on Twitch, we stream live every Sunday, and sometimes we play afterwards at Caffeinated Weebs Podcast.
Yeah. And Psycho, can you do the YouTube, please?
Well, if you'd like to see some previous episodes, so you can catch those at YouTube, search up the Caffeinated Weebs.
Am I missing anything for like the links and stuff? I don't think I am.
Other than our all of our usual information for where
I
our
guess,
podcasts are.
Yeah.
I don't know, Reddit.
No, I did that one.
Alright.
All right, cool.
And Twitter,
Anyways,
YouTube, yeah, we're good.
yeah, just that. I've been one of your hosts, Shawnee095. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Shawnee095. Once again, that is Shawnee095, Twitch and Twitter.
I've been Psychometry with 3 Ys nerding over Project Diva again. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter under the same handle.
And I have been Sasha's Streams. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Sasha's Streams.
Don't forget to tweet at him, you want steel balls.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Please do that.
next week, I think we're
Anchor
probably going to
Breaker
end up
Google.
doing another filler episode, but after that, we'll be back with something else.
Anchor
Chelsea.
Breaker, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Chromecast,
You can find us on pretty much any of your typical podcast
Spotify.
services.
Yep. I said all that.
Remember the rest. I got like half the list, I'm pretty sure, though.
Well, I gave up on the list because they changed it, but either way, it's still just basically on any
Oh, yeah.
platform. I found this on so many different things. I'm like, what the fuck is this, anyways?
Good God.
But anyways, we're
probably
getting
having this.
close to 1,000 total plays.
I'm
Hell
glad
yeah,
it's
boys.
quicker to say you can find us on any platform than
Yeah,
listing
I gave
off
up
all
on the
individual
list.
ones.
Yeah, definitely. Fuck that
Let's
shit.
go. We're getting there, boys. We're gonna become a professional podcast one day.
One of these days. All right. Anyways, bye.